Tick-tock, time to rock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's watching from all over the world. It's your friendly neighborhood philosopher here, D Wood, with my buddy Jai. And I see people are complaining 5 hours later. Hey guys, this time was actually for you. This time was actually for you. We got some videos together of these Dawah wars. And I wasn't even thinking about it, but then Jai mentioned doing some censoring of some language and stuff. So anyway, it took me a little bit extra time, but I went through. All I had time to do was censor out the F word. There are other words and stuff like that, but I tried to censor out the F words, and something about getting it in the butt at some point. But anyway, I tried to censor out. I would have censored more, but ran out of time. And so, guys,
there was a lot to censor.
Guys, not sure you're all familiar with this latest edition of the Ramadan Dawah Wars. The Ramadan Dawah Wars. You know, we used to talk about the Ramadan Bombathon because you always get these terrorist attacks. And today there was a terrorist attack at my old school where me and Nabil went to school, where I met Nabil and all that. There was a terrorist attack there today, Islamic terrorist attack. Guy screaming Allahu Akbar. What's crazy is the dude had already been locked up for supporting ISIS, got out, and then went and launched a terrorist attack.
Wow.
Interesting stuff. So anyway, this is Ramadan, guys. This is Ramadan. But just as you have these people who want to carry out terrorist attacks, and I think... Wait, which one was it? There was, gosh, it was either, no, because that guy died, I think. So anyway, there was some attack today or yesterday or something like that where they asked the guy, and he responded that he believes his rewards are multiplied during Ramadan. And it's like, wait, that's absolutely true. Muhammad said your good deeds are multiplied during Ramadan. So people who want to go out in a bang, they do it during Ramadan. So
not in the Warner sense.
You get extra virgins in paradise and so on if you do it during Ramadan. But so anyway, that's true of the terrorist attacks, but also true of the Dawah wars. Everyone wants their reward for Dawah wars and for snitching and for exposing. They want the extra reward for that. So they do it during Ramadan.
So, you have like the Ramadan Bombathon, but I think in light of Warner and Sneako, now there's a Ramadan Bumathon.
What's wrong with you, man?
So that's what we're going to see today.
Ramadan Bangathon for these guys. What's up with these weird things? Anyway, guys, so I don't know I know something led up to it. Apparently Sneako was complaining about someone or talking about someone, and Andrew Tate got annoyed, and then he said 1,000 likes and I'll expose why I stopped talking to this guy and so on.
Yeah.
And anyway, he posted, I forget who posted first, him or Sneako, but anyway, we got some clips and we got some tweets. Let's go ahead and check out a couple tweets real quick. First, let's get rid of this very rude comment by Jack Ray. Let's see. So we had this 1,000 retweets, and I'll finally explain why I had to stop talking to him.
So 2 days ago.
Yeah. So this is brand new Dawah wars, and then we had a series of tweets. I guess we'll just watch these in conjunction with watching we'll just check out these tweets in conjunction with watching the videos. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and check out the first video here. We've got the original clip that how I saw anything was going on. This popped up in my feed, but it was a clip of Andrew Tate. And then we're going to look at an expanded version where people add some other stuff and add the receipts to that clip. And then we'll watch Sneako getting a lie detector test and is asked if he's attracted to dudes or something like that by his streaming buddy or whatever, Neon.
Yeah.
Then we'll see Sneako's response to things, and then we'll see Muslim Lantern's reaction to things. And he's got to come to Sneako's defense. That's his his hotel smash and hose pal and so on. So anyway.
Yep, Bosnian hotels.
Bosnian hotels, smashing hoes, smashing bows, like the night of all zut. Boom, boom. What a jam, man. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and check out the first clip. This is Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate breaking things down for us.
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much.
Say what you want. The dude is legitimately funny.
Yeah, he is.
That turned out to be a homosexual obsession.
It's a weird situation. It's a weird situation because it's kind of like a Malik thing, where it's like it's an evil guy, but then when they do expose the dirt from people, it's like you know when they're lying and when they're telling the truth, and it's like he's definitely telling the truth here.
Yeah, and Malik can also be legitimately funny. Even though,
they're funny. They're funny.
Even though, like Tate, he's pretty evil. But let's see.
Wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came. I did. He copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me, and I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession.
It's funny. I thought he was copying me and everything because he wanted to be famous, but it turned out to be a homosexual obsession.
He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much, Myron and Fresh, great guys. They managed.
I don't know anything about Fresh except for when that stuff, he got someone pregnant and was trying to pressure her to terminating the pregnancy. But Myron gets accused all the time of being gay as well.
Yeah, and also something about birds in Colombia.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Compensating in Colombia.
To convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal, and he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me. And
it's the same thing. I don't know. That's funny to me. And so I thought he was being famous, but it turned out to be a homosexual obsession. And then,
By the way,
so he's asking me, is this normal and stuff? And then I realized he was coming on to me. Dude's funny, man.
Do you still have that clip from Tommy Robinson where he just spouts out that Sneako is gay?
What's that? Oh yeah. That Tommy Robinson clip.
That was hilarious.
I don't have that.
That's what this reminds me of. He just spouts it out.
Yeah, when Tommy Robinson, Sneako, if you're wondering if you're gay, you're gay. All right, back to the tater.
When I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this gossip girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. My brand isn't sitting online and constantly insulting other people like his is. So I thought, let me just cut him off. He's obsessed with me. He's a bit weird. I don't want to ruin the guy's career. Let me just go his own separate way. Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee.
Andrew Tate drunk coffee. I don't know. But how's Andrew Tate gonna interpret? Yeah, how's he gonna interpret this Sneako constantly posting about him?
Andrew Tate this, Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed. Guys.
It's a homosexual rage he's suppressing.
Dude.
Oh gosh, he's legitimately funny, man. He's legitimately funny. It's just narrating. Here's the situation, and then bomb. He keeps doing that.
Oh, right.
So when since you can see it in his eyes when Sneako's talking about him, it's a suppressed homosexual rage.
Guys, I don't like saying this. I feel uncomfortable making this video. I wanted all of this to go away. I just said, no, I'm not going to fuck you, bro. Get out of here. I just tried to ignore the kid for 5 fucking years. Here we are 5 years.
He said he had to tell Sneako, dude, I'm not going to bang you.
Oh my gosh.
Later,
no wonder why he's
stop.
What?
No wonder why he's best friends with the Warner now.
Yep.
Years. Here we are 5 years later. He won't stop talking about me. And if you watch him do it, guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage. He is enraged. Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private. As opposed to me, who keeps my...
Ooh, huh. So we got some extra confirmation from Andrew Tate about the drugs. We knew what the Warner was doing. But now we've got Andrew Tate exposing Sneako for being a Muslim in public, but being high and gay in private. It's kind of all lining up here, right? You have like one guy over here in California, he'll expose something, and then you'll have Andrew Tate in Romania, he'll expose something, and it just kind of lines up perfectly, right? It's almost weird. It's like there's odd sort of consistency that tends to point towards the truth.
Exactly.
And taking drugs in private, as opposed to me, who keeps my face Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private, as opposed to me, who keeps my faith private and my internet. He keeps his faith on the internet, and in his private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation.
We can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation. Who's the real Muslim, ladies and gentlemen? Hang on. Looks like we need a poll. Not in the Warner sense, but we need a poll, ladies and gentlemen. Not in the Sneako sense either, apparently. Start a poll. Not in the Warner sense. Who's the real Muslim?
Oh, a good one.
And the options will be Andrew Tate, Sneako, both, or neither. Andrew Tate, Sneako, both or neither. Start poll, not in the Sneako sense. All right. But Andrew Tate did make an interesting point there. He points out, like, everything Sneako does as far as Islam, he makes sure it's on camera every week. Oh, look at me, I'm in the mosque. Look at me, I'm in the mosque. Ooh, selfie in the mosque. Ooh, record me here. Oh, here it is. It's I'm doing my prayers. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm breaking my Ramadan fast. Here we go. Make sure it's on camera. Am I on camera? Am I on camera? Okay, get the shot. All right, post that. Post that everywhere. Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting, wild stuff.
So he's saying that behind the scenes, Sneako is like gay and a drug user and things like that. But on camera, he's a Muslim. And he's saying on camera, he does all his sinful stuff on camera, but behind the scenes, he's actually a Muslim. So he's saying it's like opposites.
Yep. And if you were to kind of put them together, you'd have like a whole Muslim. All right, guys. Let's take these first batch of super chats, and then we're going to look at the expanded edition of that. So we just watched the Tate. That was only like 3 minutes. We're going to watch an expanded clip where people actually added receipts and clips of Sneako saying these things, saying such things, and so on. And again, we'll eventually get to Sneako's reaction and so on. All here in the Ramadan 2026 Dawah Wars. Ramadan's a month where Muslims unite. Oh gosh, you guys are dumb. It's pretty disingenuous to say Dawah Wars instead of Christian Apologist Wars, as these are some of the best Christian apologists in history. You're right. We could call this Christian Apologist Wars. Unrelated good news, but Aussie Abe here reminded me of that. Speaking of Christian apologists, Junior is back on X. He got unbanned somehow. Don't know who he had to snitch on to get unbanned, but he The face of Dawah in 2026 is unbanned. And if you're wondering who's the real Muslim, Tate or Sneako, it's Junior. That's who.
You should have put Junior in the poll.
Oh, yeah. Better than putting the poll in. Anyway. Good point, Ozzy Abe. Ramadan Rumble, fasting fights. Oh, yeah, we could call it something else. Ramadan Rumble. In Ramadan, you have your fighters and your lovers.
That's true.
Yep. Sneako is having a bad weeko once again. And the weeko is just getting started for poor Sneako.
It's a very long weeko.
Sneako is being malikoed by tater tots. Yep. Just getting started. Gosh, man, Jai, who could have foreseen this? Who could have foreseen, if you go a couple of years back and, Alhamdulillah, we're saved. Andrew Tate and Sneako have reverted to Islam. This will save the ummah from the avalanche of apostasy. So many will revert. Oh, and we're going, interesting. 2 attention-craved narcissists added to the Dawah lineup of attention-craved narcissists. There's no way these guys are going to start attacking each other, because at the end of the day, they want all the attention for themselves. No way that's going to happen. Fast forward a couple of years, and here we are, 2026.
Yep. Yeah, we all saw that coming. And we even warned them, but they don't listen to us.
Nope, they don't listen to us. We try to help. Anyway,
we do.
They don't listen. Would you consider having Larry Alex Taunton on your live or in a video? He gets shadow banned, but he speaks against Islam. Not familiar with him.
Not sure who that is either.
D Wood, send me an email. D Wood doesn't respond. D Wood doesn't always have time to go through emails. I tend to respond to emails once in a while, like in batches. I'll just sit down and respond to a ton of emails. A vehicle with what appeared to be a large amount of explosives slammed into a synagogue in Michigan today. Wonder what the driver's religion is. Well, It's Michigan. It's Michigan. So, that would be a factor. But you've got so many people like leftists and everyone else. It in theory could be. We all know what we think in this situation. But the point is you have other people who would do the same thing. So
that's true.
That's
why Fuentes fan.
Yeah, that's why I haven't commented on it. Enough information hasn't come out. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Could be Kanye. Could be Kanye for all we wonder. He could be having an episode again.
Could be.
Man, YouTube messed up again. Now I'm late. Yep. Shame on you.
Oh, by the way, speaking about Kanye, that also added to the gaydar for Sneako. When I saw that, remember when he said yeah, I got my hair cut, but I didn't get lined up because, Ye didn't like it when it was lined up. So I had to do my hair the way he wanted me to do it. And he was talking like this. Remember he was living with him for a little while? He was living with Kanye. Sneako was living with Kanye for a little while.
I remember such things. I'm just processing this horrible information that you're sharing.
Yeah,
this isn't just about Sneako. This is also about Kanye, and this would mean Kanye sounded a little more like Diddy.
That's exactly what I thought. Yeah. So it kind of made sense. I'm like, wait, so you went to Andrew Tate. Like, if Andrew Tate, what he's saying is true, you went to him, you offered, but then it didn't work with Andrew, so you went to Kanye, and maybe it worked with him.
Yep. Sneako, man. Ozzy Abe said, after that first video, I take back my super chat. That's a good idea. The first super chat was, just remind everyone.
About them being Christian apologists.
Yeah. You take them back there. They're no longer Christian apologists. Nice. Just got banned from Cameron's live stream. He is live with Sam, and I just said, wait, isn't this the weird Sam dude likes dude? Isn't this that weird Sam dude like dudes? Straight up insane. Sam like dudes?
Oh, like he's saying like dudes, straight up insane.
Oh, okay.
Dude is, yeah.
Oh, okay. Genuine question. Is there an Islamic justification for gay sex, homosexuality, or do these Dawah bros just not care what the Quran Hadith say? Well, like seriously, you have the straight up condemnations in the Muslim sources, But you also have Muhammad, in his little relationship with Dihi al-Kalbi and getting banged out in the desert by the men of Al-Zut and walking around covered in semen and all this stuff. And so the takeaway has always been, and you see this over the centuries, that's your private life. You got your public life. That's where we care what you do. Then we got your private life. That's your private life. That's up to you. Do whatever you want. Yeah. You want to bang dudes left and right or get banged, and that's totally no one else's business. And that's the pattern we've seen. And notice that's exactly the pattern we're seeing from Sneako.
Yeah, it's true.
And from all the Dawah guys except Andrew Tate, who's the only one who keeps his haram in full view and then keeps his Islam behind the scenes.
Yeah, I had another thought that Andrew Tate and Malik, they're lining up again because Malik also said that, like, when Speaking Muslim was at a club, like a hookah lounge or something like that, Muslims were like going off on him, like, why is he at a club? Why is he, listening to loud music during Ramadan and smoking? And he said that's what all the Muslims do. Like they just don't do it on camera, but that's what all the Dawah guys do that. Like, so he was saying even just on the guys on TikTok, like, they'll go and do this same stuff. So that's what Tate was saying too. Tate was saying that, Sneako is, on camera, he's one way, but off camera, he's this gay drug user.
So did he cross the Diddy line? It sounds like that. Both Muslimas, two sides of the same coin. I guess that's a response to the poll here. Hey, David. Hey, Jai. Hey, everybody. Hey Ida. You can do funniest thing. Video about Sneako, sex parties, and transgenders. Get Tate retweet who will get backlash from Muslims for retweeting Islamophobe. I should do that. I should make a video. Andrew Tate was right about everything. And then I just go through what he said about Sneako and stuff. And Andrew Tate will tweet it, retweet it, and then everyone will jump on him. Look, he's retweeting an Islamophobe.
Didn't Andrew Tate also call Fareed gay or Jake or like one of them? He called one of them gay. I think one brother called one gay, then the other one called the other one gay. It was like Tristan or...
Yeah, that was just them like, oh, you're disagreeing with me, I'm going to call you gay.
Yeah.
But here he's pretty serious.
I mean, with Fareed, he seems like he's got... I mean, he might have a point with Fareed. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Fareed.
No.
Let's see. They're both Muslim compared to Dawah hypocrites. Well, they're both in that category. Do Muslim men unite more during Ramadan? Yeah, apparently. I said neither in poll, but they are both liars and hypocrites. So actually, they are both real Muslim. That's what I was wondering. Like, what are you going to say? Like this sort of behavior proves that they're authentic, or that it means they're not. And so, anyway, because being hypocrite is kind of foundational to Islam. And so when someone's being a hypocrite, interesting.
True.
Religion of Peace struck again. A Muslim murdered an ROTC member in Virginia before his fellow members took him out. When will people learn? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they stabbed him to death or something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to work on, guys. That was mine and Nabil's school. That's where we went to school. That's where I met Nabil. That's where I met my wife, and so on. So that was our school there. So I definitely want to make a video about that. But anyway, yeah, I'll be studying all that later on tonight. Mm-hmm. Andrew Tate was right about Sneako. Proof. Yeah, that's what I call it. Andrew Tate was right about Sneako. Here's the proof. All right. We ready to jump back into this?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Now we're going to have the expanded edition where someone took that clip from Andrew Tate and expanded it. There was music. Jai took out the music. Then I tried to censor out the F word. There were some other words in there. But anyway, we're running out of time. So here we go.
Guys, I know everyone's giving him a hard time right now, but I'm not here to end Sneako's career. I mean, I could. I'm that guy.
Can't fuck with these niggas because niggas is gay.
Why are you gay?
So it seems he's got himself exposed and all these revelations are going to come to light. So I'm going to tell you a very factual story. I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm not here to insult anyone. I have no personal vendetta against anybody. I'm not mad at anyone.
Andrew Tate has no personal vendetta against anybody. The guy who repeatedly sues people with frivolous lawsuits has no personal vendetta against anybody. Okay, we believe you, Andrew.
Who's ever insulted me. I'm just a guy. And I'm just here to tell the version of the story as I lived it. I'm just here to tell the truth. That's it. I'm just going to tell you some facts. A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much, Myron and Fresh, great guys. They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird.
His pronunciation of fruity is funny because fruity, he doesn't say fruity, he goes fruity.
Yeah.
Which itself sounds fruity, man. Anyway.
That's true.
They're telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal.
I've seen her other men, and it's just like that.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I saw
like that's fantastic stuff.
So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was imagine seeing the girl you love like
get
her. Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her.
And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn.
Nigga, you gay.
And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do.
I think that's the sort of thing Tommy Robinson was responding to when Sneako going, when I was in my teens, I was gay. I thought I was gay, and then I was watching, the videos and stuff. Tommy going, Sneako, if you're wondering if you're gay, you're gay.
You're gay.
It's just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this Gossip Girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. My brand isn't sitting online and constantly insulting other people like his is. So I thought, let me just cut him off. He's obsessed with me. He's a bit weird. I don't want to ruin the guy's career. Let me just go his own separate way. Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you...
I just noticed that. Just noticed that stupid hat that Tristan had on. What a dork, man.
He is obsessed with me.
Oh, okay. I show that this is all. These are receipts too, because it's actually Sneako reacting to all this stuff, and looking lovingly.
Yeah,
look the way he talks about me. You can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage, which is suppressed. Guys, I don't like saying this. I feel uncomfortable making this video. I wanted all of this to go away. I just said, no, I'm not going to you, bro. Get out of here. I just tried to ignore the kid for 5 years. Here we are 5 years later. He won't stop talking about me. And if you watch him do it, guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage. He is enraged. Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private, as opposed to me, who keeps my faith private.
This is I didn't really pay attention to this the first time I saw it, but it seems to be someone showing texts with them and Sneako, and they're talking about like drugs or something. Yeah.
I'll go and play a little more of this, but I'll find that so I can actually zoom in on it and read it.
Okay.
But I think I recalled that where he was asking, I don't know if this is the same one, but someone posted screenshots of him asking one of his girlfriends or whatever to bring him some drugs.
I think this is it. Yeah. I think this is it.
Yeah, I'll find that here in a second, though.
And my internet. He keeps his faith on the internet, and in his private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation. But I live in an Islamic country. I live in Dubai. He lives in New York. You know, he walks around during Pride Month in New York. Guys, I really didn't want to do this video, but it's all coming to light. I woke up this morning with a few text messages from people who know very well saying, is it true that this person does these things? And I'm like, oh, so this is about to blow up all over the internet. I said a long time ago.
That's what I was talking about, like something that led up to it, right? Sneako's going after someone. Sneako's going after someone, and so Tate is preemptively launching an attack as a warning. Don't cross this guy, whoever it is. Don't cross this person, or I will make sure you are destroyed too. And this is all we see with it. This is why they all keep dirt on each other, so that if anyone ever goes after anyone, you've got all this dirt that you can use to expose them, right? Like, you know, you had the Warner goes after, is going around behind Malik's back. What does Malik do? Ha! Now I'll expose you. And I'll expose everyone around you as a warning and so on. And then they all get really, really scared and beg Malik for forgiveness and so on. And so Sneako's about to go after someone, and Tate is saying, nope, all right. He's with me, and I got all the dirt on you.
Yeah. It sounds like someone's confirming some details with Tate. Hey, you know this guy, Sneako. Is this true? And he's like, yep, that's true. So I don't know if it's been exposed yet, whatever he's talking about. But if it hasn't come out yet, there's going to be more stuff to come out if this is not all of it. Unless this is like one of like Malik's like warning calls. Like, I'm going to do this stream tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes.
Yeah, I guess we're going to find out. Hang on. So
yeah, we'll find out.
Okay, I found those clips. I found the clip.
Oh, the girlfriend one?
Yeah, and then when Sydney don't count. Oh, well, travel safe. Let me. No, I guess. Weird. She calls him daddy, assuming it's a girl. There, Med. No, he funny.
Could be a guy.
I just saw this. Charge your phone, Nico. Oh, okay, so this is the girl, I guess. Charge your phone, Nico. You nut in USA. You got to stay on point, daddy. Can you get me MDMA? Absolutely. What's MDMA? Want to look it up?
It's some sort of drug.
Well, obviously. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, ecstasy.
Oh, okay. So he wants some X. Absolutely. Coming back tomorrow. OMG, so you want me to get you that? Got you. Pure, nothing cut. He wants the pure stuff, not the cut stuff.
Wow.
Okay, daddy, whatever you need. And he hearts, I'll text you when I have it so you can see. How much do you want? He said 4. So you want X, not powder then. Or are you saying 4 grams? Okay, my plug has it pure, which is Molly, not pills. Which is X. Daddy, my sister's boyfriend has crystal form, pure or in pill form like the pill. So either way, and they have testers to test it. He says, yes, let's
really
do that, baby
people.
girl. Says, yes, let's do that, baby girl. Okay. Pill form, daddy. All right, so that's what that little email exchange was.
Okay.
And we'll let Tate continue.
To Sneako once on one of my emergency meetings. I said, don't come at me, bro, because I could have ruined your career, and I didn't. I am the nicest man. If he had this kind of information...
right.
Notice what he said there. He said, don't come at me.
Yeah.
So apparently...
just like Malik. Just like Malik.
Yeah, but I mean, like, apparently whatever Sneako's doing, it's going to expose Tate, and so this is all warning.
On anyone else, he'd post the screenshots, he'd sit there like a little girl, he'd do a full breakdown, he'd talk about it for years. I'm the top G, because that's who he is. I've known he's gay forever, and I didn't care. He came on to me, it was weird. It's going to come out what he's really been up to. You're going to see he's not a pinnacle of Islam, he's not a pinnacle of morality, he's very far from it, and that's why I had to stop talking to the guy. So I'm making this video now just to make it clear that I rejected him.
You said that's not why?
I don't think that's why. It's always like another reason, but this sounds like a good reason to cut ties with somebody, but I don't think that's the actual reason.
Make it clear that I rejected him. I said no.
Hey, stop! That's gay!
That's why he won't stop talking about me. That's why you can see in his eyes he is so angry. That's why I am the content of his entire life. That's why, because I said no to the kid. I hope he, works it out. I wish him well. No matter how much he insults me, how much he wants to be me, he'll never be me. He's never respected like I am. He'll never achieve the heights of fame that I achieve. He'll never surpass me in any realm, no matter what. So I really, truthfully wish him the best. I didn't want to make this video. I'm only making it because it's all coming to light now. And I want everybody to see that, once again, Tate was right. If you see Tate do something, it's because he's right. If you watch my entire career, all I've done is predict the future flawlessly.
No.
More realistically, didn't it seem like Sneako was becoming, Sneako was rising and Tate was like falling in popularity? And then I haven't checked like any stats or anything, but if you go back a couple of years, Tate was like everywhere. Everyone's constantly talking about Tate. And then Sneako's like this guy, this little side guy. Whereas now, like Sneako, I see Sneako trending pretty regularly and stuff. And then, don't hear nearly as much about Tate. So what if Tate
I think that
jealous?
They're on this. Yeah, they're on the same algorithm. And sometimes Sneako comes up on top and sometimes, Tate does. But they're definitely,
So sometimes Sneako's on top and sometimes Tate is on top. Is this what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
All right.
I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit.
Whoa!
I didn't want to be hanging.
What kind of club? The Warner clubs?
BDSM clubs. That's like tying people up and freaky fetish stuff.
So those are the type of clubs Warner goes to?
It stands for something. It's bondage. Oh, SM. I think the BD. What's the D? Bondage.
Destruction. Death.
What's the D? I think the SM is like sadomasochism or something like that.
Oh. So is this what Malik was talking about, the type of clubs that the Dawah guys go to? These types of clubs?
Well, he's just saying there's clubs with trans women in there. You could have a regular club with some trans women or a club for trans women.
But Tate's giving the specifics.
Okay. People said domination. So it's bondage and domination.
Bondage, domination.
Yes, you go into a club and that's where they're going to like tie you up and whip you and stuff like that for people who are into that sort of thing.
Who's into that kind of thing?
Sneako, according to Andrew Tate.
Okay.
You just heard it. Here, let me back up.
Career, all I've done is predict the future flawlessly. I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit. I didn't want to be hanging around with some little fruity nigger who was getting tied up by dudes.
We're on the same bed. I was with his girl. He was with my girl.
You
like
was
right
on the bed?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Nigga, you gay.
I thought that's weird. I ain't hanging around with this guy who's going to sex clubs in New York, getting tied up by dudes, and I'm not doing it. So, here's the truth. That's the reason. I'm not going to talk on this again. He's going to tweet about me and talk about it for the next 200 years, and you're going to see the rage in his eyes, the suppressed homosexuality. That's a him problem. I'm busy winning. That's my version of the story. So when you see all this crap come out about him, I rejected him. I said no. And there's going to be some other people who are exposed that perhaps said yes, but I said no.
Oh, some people said yes. Some people said yes.
Huh. Let me back that up a little bit.
Not in the Warner sense.
The rage in his eyes, the suppressed homosexuality, that's a him problem. I'm busy winning. That's my version of the story. So when you see all this crap come out about him, I rejected him. I said no. And there's going to be some other people who are exposed that perhaps said yes, but I said no.
Uh-oh. Hope that's not Kanye. Hope that's not Kanye. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Blake here says, why does D Wood know this abbreviation? Yeah, I knew three. I got three of the four. What's weird is I remember the exact moment I looked that up. And this was, I think this was before YouTube.
Oh.
No, I think it was before YouTube. I think it was while I was still like undergrad. And where I just wrote for a blog. But I wrote a response to Richard Carrier, the atheist. I think IP just debated him at one of the recent debate cons and so on. But Richard Carrier, the atheist, and we were on the topic of morality. We ended up going back and forth with writing back and forth, and I was asking, okay, if an atheist actually just rejected morality, what can you point to? What evidence do you have that could convince him that he needs to actually obey these moral commands? Like because you're sitting here saying, well, I don't need God and I believe in morality. I'm saying, okay, what if an atheist didn't? What if an atheist didn't believe? He thought morality is just an illusion. And I give Jeffrey Dahmer as an example. I said, okay, you've got Jeffrey Dahmer. He tells you, hey, I'm gonna drug, rape, and kill and eat this guy, unless you tell me why I have some sort of moral obligation not to. And Carrier's response was, well, Dahmer's issue was that he had some tendencies towards BDSM stuff, and so I would have gotten him into some BDSM stuff, and then he wouldn't have had the desire to kill. And so I was like, what? And so I looked it up, and I was like, what? That's going to make him not... Anyway, it was weird. But notice it didn't answer the objection at all. It's if you're killing people, it's because you're suppressing a desire for something else, and so we'll just get you into whatever it is that you're desiring and suppressing.
Oh, that's supposed to prevent him from killing. Okay, I see.
Yeah, which didn't answer the objection at all. Okay, suppose you do that, and he says, I still want to kill and eat people. And I believe it's fine because I don't believe that there are any sort of moral rules that I actually have to follow. What do you say then?
Wow.
And the answer is, as an atheist, there's nothing you can point to, guys, because the same reasoning that you would use to reject the existence of God. Well, I don't see God. We don't detect it. We don't find it scientifically. I'm not convinced that God exists because I don't see any good arguments for the existence of God. You can say the exact same thing about any moral rule you point to. If you say, don't torture old ladies for fun. Okay, what's your evidence for that? I don't discover that scientifically. I don't look around and see it. I don't have access to that moral obligation with any of my five senses. And I don't see any reason to think that moral obligation actually exists outside of like your mind and other people's minds. Where is it? And it's not in my mind. So what am I going to do? Live by something that you believe because you were taught to believe that all your life? Or should I believe what someone else believes because he was taught something different all his life? What am I supposed to believe here? Anyway, that's kind of the point.
How did Sneako learn that though? Like, how do you learn about these type of clubs? Like, that's like really depraved.
Are you kidding?
Basically, he's young. Oh, you think it's like people like the Warner who teach him it or something? I don't know. Like he's young, right?
He was a popular streamer. He got a ton of money and a ton of attention when he's young. And guess what? You start getting invited to stuff, and anything that pops into your head, you now have the money to go try out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why he's trying all these drugs and all these different things. Okay.
Trying all kinds of things.
All right. Someone's like, I didn't have this on my bingo card.
All right, take a couple of super chats, guys, and then we're going to see, what are we going to see first? Oh, we're going to watch, no, matter of fact, let's just watch this real quick because it's short. Watch a short one real quick. This is this other guy, Neon.
I see him popping up all the time too. He's really popular in the streaming world, like the IRL streaming world. He's really popular in that world. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so here's Neon, and they apparently were hooked up to a lie detector, and they were going back and forth asking each other questions. And Neon asks him in front of some girl if he's ever been attracted to a man. And Sneako says no, and here's what happens.
Have you ever imagined yourself doing something with a guy?
No.
He's pretty.
I'm done. No. Wallahi, I didn't tell him. Wallahi, God strike me that I didn't tell him shit.
I never did until
he said wallahi.
Wait, he said I never did until.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. So yeah, so guys, you can the guy in the middle. He's doing the readouts of the lie detector, and then he gives the thumbs down. But let's watch that once more of it.
Have you ever imagined yourself doing something with a guy?
No.
He's breathing.
I'm done. No. Wallahi, I didn't tell him. Wallahi, God strike me that I didn't tell him shit.
I never did until you.
They censored out the word "you're gay." You're gay. He's calling him gay. Anyway, he tried to lie, but he was hooked up to a lie detector and confirmed that he was lying about that. All right, take a couple super chats, and then we'll watch Sneako's reaction, guys, because Sneako has responded. Let's see, British Twig Slum. Yeah. Build a mosque that looks like a giant closet. Build it, and he will. Wait, never mind. That may be too much. Yes. Then Sneako can just go to that mosque, and every day he'll walk out of the closet. Good job, Top G. Now please take down Mike Winger. That's a good idea.
Could you imagine Andrew Tate takes down Mike Winger?
And I found this nerd, this epic nerd, and have to say, David Wood is completely right about this guy. They convinced me to let him come. Yeah, that's what he said. These Dawah guys will never leave Islam because it enables their sin. Leaving would make it hard to justify their sin. This started with Momo. That is the case. Good point. Imagine being called a degenerate by Tate. I know. Tate's the guy pointing out. Jai, I speak Hebrew, but after your stream the other day, I'm not sure I understand it anymore. You broke my brain with a grammar, but great job.
Thank you, Ida. Yeah, we did like a breakdown of the angel of the Lord versus an angel of the Lord, and we explained how it had to be the angel of the Lord because there were some Mormons and other Unitarians that make these arguments as well that like it's not the angel of the Lord, it's just an angel. Like it's nothing special, it's just an angel. But I was explaining based on the Hebrew grammar, it must be the angel of the Lord. So Ida speaks Hebrew, and yeah.
Surah Dingaling 69, say, O Prophet, rejoice like David Plastic, the one that rejoices when someone recites the Shahada, and Shaitan knows all you do. I'm David Plastic. We got Zut here. I actually heard about this from Nooks Taku, the base blue Jew. Also, I hope everyone is having a great day. Heard about what? Heard about these latest Dawah wars? That's interesting. Tate's future predictions are as good as Mo's. Mo inadvertently outed himself as a false prophet. Tate inadvertently outed himself as a trafficker. Yes, he did. Ali Dawah definitely said yes to Sneako.
Ooh, interesting.
Top G calling people gay. Watch his gun video. Oh yeah, that didn't look like the. He didn't look exactly.
I think Sneako comments on that.
He didn't look exactly like, John Wick in that video. So I even saw people defending him, and they're like, "Come on, he's just starting out. He'll get cooler."
He grew up in the UK. He never shot a gun.
Yep. Kind of rough being a gun guy in the UK. And here we have Larry Alex Taunton hosted debates between John Lennox and Christopher Hitchens. He has a show called Ideas Have Consequences, and it's underviewed.
Awesome. Wow. John Lennox. How old is John Lennox now? He's
pretty old. Muhammad was a bisexual. Sneako's just following the sunnah. I don't understand Tate's problem. Yeah, what's wrong with you, Tate? Hey, Tate, every attack against Sneako is simultaneously an attack on Muhammad.
Every attack is an admission, like they say.
Mm-hmm. How do you think Muhammad, zut be upon him, would react to Sneako and the Tater in all of this? He would say, did you not learn from my example, brothers? You have to try to keep that behind the scenes. Emphasis on behind.
I think he'd be like all the narcissistic, the Dawah guys and stuff. I think he would like, get rid of them because he wants all the attention on himself. He's like, what are you guys doing thinking you can get popular based on me? And
Mm-hmm. Good point. Stop chasing my prophet clout. All this time Sneako wanted to be Tate's Jinn. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out Sneako's reaction. Wait a second. Let me glance at these tweets because I don't think I had them in order. But anyway, so it started with Andrew Tate and whatever led up to this, but he got ticked off and decided he's going to have to expose Sneako. So he said, 1,000 retweets, and I'll finally explain why I had to stop talking to him. And then it went.
Did he block you? Did he block you?
Oh yeah, he blocked me a long time ago.
Oh yeah, because I see you can't retweet it and stuff.
So this I think I forget, but this I think is the text that went along with the video we're about to check out.
Okay.
But it says Sneako reveals everything Andrew Tate's threatening to expose him with, calls him out for doxing his family and speaking about him more than Ramadan despite claiming to be Muslim, then proceeds to tell his own fans not to dox Tate. These people are so easy to read. He's going to bring up clips on a podcast where I was a stand-up comedian at the time, and I was joking about, like, have you ever thought about being gay? It's a joke. Okay, so whenever he's talking about being gay and being attracted to dudes and stuff like that, it's all part of his comedy routine back then because he was a stand-up comic. Interesting.
Yeah, just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
And then he says, the nude pictures that have circulated are not real. One got leaked and the person got arrested. Wait a minute. If they're not real and you say one got leaked.
Yeah, what?
If you say the nude pictures that have circulated are not real. One got leaked. Oh, okay. Well, that would be, and one of them would be real, right? Yeah. And he talks about just one being leaked, right? Which would mean there are others, but he's saying there's some fakes apparently. The nude pictures have circulated are not real. One got leaked and the person got arrested. It was not part of a magazine. I was 17. He might even talk about people in my personal life, which is completely across the line. Yeah.
Oh, it's off limits? Okay.
Yeah,
off
imagine that. Imagine that. Too bad his buddy Malik doesn't follow that rule. He goes after families. Buddy Muhammad Hijab doesn't follow that rule either. Muhammad Hijab goes after families. Then people start going after people associated with you, and no, this is off limits, guys. It's off limits. Interesting to know.
Good to know.
Yep. All right, everyone, let's check out Sneako's response here. Here we go.
I know what he's going to bring up. I already know what the tactic is to be. These people are easy to read. I didn't want to address it on stream. I'm going to address it before it happens. Maybe people will clip it up. What he's going to do, he's going to bring up clips from a podcast from like 5-6 years ago where I was a stand-up comedian at the time, and we were joking, and on streams joking about like, oh, have you ever thought about being gay? Yeah, it's a joke. The other one they're going to bring up, there's fake.
Oh, so that was that clip when he was blonde?
Yeah, I think he did pose for.
No, like, I'm saying there he's saying he's on a podcast and joking about.
Oh, that one.
Like, no, I mean, dude, you were actually hooked up to a lie detector. Was that a joke as well? Were you joking then?
Oh yeah.
During the lie, because you denied it, and then anyway.
Pictures going around where people pretend that there's these, like they say that you did gay porn. Most of those pictures are fake. The other ones, I was 17, and there are leaked photos that I sent to a girl that leaked online. They're fake, and people post that, and they've ran with this lie. The pictures that have circulated are not real. The other one, there's, and of course, I never wanted to talk about this stuff. It's embarrassing, but it got leaked, and then the person got arrested. It wasn't part of like this shoot or this magazine. This was private stuff, and it was posted when I was 17.
So sounds like he's saying he was sending pictures to a girl. She leaked them. Now they take these pictures and say that these were for some like gay magazine or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's circulated around. I already know what he's going to do. And then he's going to also show modeling pictures because I used to model high fashion for Burberry and Nike. That's what he's going to do. I guarantee you. And so he's going to bring this up and then try, oh, he's gay. But he's not going to talk about what my platform is used for this anti-war position, for not wanting to get my country to go and die for Israel while he lives in Romania. Talk, oh, Dubai, they're clout chasers. But this is what they have. It's character assassination. I already know what it's going to be. Guarantee you. But also, what he might even do is go further and talk about people in my personal life, which is completely across the line. And it's time and time again, it's the people that are closest to you that you've defended the most. People that I've went to back and forth with moist criticals because I was defending people that I thought were my friends. Tate, I probably got banned and my reputation changed forever because of the Manosphere Association, the Red Pill Association, because I was defending him so much. Look at what he's doing now. None of that was reciprocated. And to my face, Andrew Tate says no issue, shakes my hand, and wants to do a video with me in New York.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where this was, but they just went to the club together as a big group. That was like a month or two ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So there's another. You have the other clip, right, where he responds to the. So this is like his predictions, but then he has another one where he responds. You have that one, right?
Yeah. I just.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't. I'm downloading it now because I thought it was the same clip because they were both like a little over 3 minutes and stuff, and it was both him talking about this something similar. So I thought there was the same clip, but then I was like, wait, I thought he was wearing green, and then I looked, and the other clip is him in green. So I'm gonna get that.
So it sounds like he actually does predict some of this stuff, but there's something about Sneako that's just not believable, because you're good at reading manipulators and seeing if they're doing manipulation tactics and stuff. So for me, when I hear him, he doesn't like I said, Andrew Tate's an evil guy, like Malik's an evil guy, but you can tell when they're telling the truth. Sneako just seems like he's like a dark soul, and he just seems like a he's not believable at all to me. What do you think?
I mean, they had him on a lie detector.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Kind of, yeah. Good point.
1 second. Why didn't this? What?
Yeah, no, he's on a lie detector. Yeah. So.
Sorry, just getting this video.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so Sneako does talk about some things that Andrew did actually do, but that's not really that impressive if you know what you did, right? Like what you did, and what Andrew Tate knows. You can predict like, oh, he's going to say this because you know what you did wrong. So it's like that's not really too impressive, but he did call it because he knows what Andrew Tate's going to expose him for. But it wasn't like he had like some unseen kind of like
Yeah, and so so Andrew Tate announced. So this is after Andrew Tate announced, "Hey, 1,000 likes, and I'll explain why I distance myself from this guy." And this is Sneako's response. He's predicting. So this is before Andrew Tate said the things that we checked out in the video, as far as I can tell, putting together the timeline. Because I'm just kind of like, people are sending me these like I didn't know the exact order, but yeah. So the sequence would be something ticks off Andrew Tate about Sneako going after someone affiliated with Andrew Tate or something like that. And Andrew Tate posts, "Hey, 1,000 likes, and I'll tell you why I stopped associating with this guy or whatever." That was the warning. That's when Sneako's supposed to go behind the scenes and apologize, right? Like, hey, no, okay, look, I'm stopping. Instead, Sneako says, "Oh, what's he going to say? What's he going to say? I'm gay? What's he going to say? That I'm gay? Ha, ha, ha. That's nothing." And then Andrew Tate went ahead and said some stuff.
Yeah, do you know about this like club and song situation? From what I understand, like it was like Sneako. No, I mean Andrew Tate, his brother Tristan, and Nick Fuentes and some others. They went to some club, and they got the DJ or they got the staff to play Kanye's song, like I'll just say the HH song, that one.
Yeah.
And so I guess the people from the staff got fired because of it or something. But there was some backlash because of that. And Sneako was saying that Tate he threw them under the bus, or he kind of like backed away from it on the PBD podcast. And then Sneako, he's like, I stood 10 toes down on it. Like I was, so I think that might've been part of it. I'm not entirely sure, but it sounds like someone's just coming after Sneako and they're about to expose a bunch of stuff. And yeah,
that is what it sounds like. All right, we'll finish this and then I'll pull up so this is before Tate posted his clip, and then we'll look at the one from after Tate posted his clip.
And the club thing happens. It goes and tries to throw me under the bus to ruin my character, to try to ruin my career. No, and I see people in the chat, you don't stoop to their level. That's what they want to bring you down. They want to demoralize you so that you don't keep speaking the truth. You got tech teams in Israel. I'm going to stick on this. I'm not going to get into these petty battles. I don't advocate for any doxing.
Do you hear that? He thinks they're going to accuse him of having his tech teams in Israel. Interesting.
Yep. No,
I don't want
Tate's tech team. Tate has tech teams in Israel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anybody to stoop to that level and go there. Don't do that. We're better than that. This is love speech.
Love speech. What's his love speech? Jews, 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 Israel, Israel, Talmud, 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 Talmudstein. Jews, 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 Netanyahu, Netanyahu, Netanyahu. See, it's love speech. We're all about our love speech here.
Yeah, they love to hate the Jews. That's their love speech.
Platform is used for something greater. I'm trying to get to the truth. And it's Ramadan. You're not supposed to spike your cortisol. This is a very holy time. Ramadan Kareem. Someone like Andrew Tate, he calls him.
Didn't Muhammad do like wars during Ramadan and stuff like that? You think?
Yeah, so that would raise your cortisol. But if you're actually fasting, that can raise your cortisol because your body regards that as a stressor.
Yeah.
And so
yeah,
on. But yeah, where are you getting this rule, Sneako? Don't raise your cortisol during Ramadan. Yeah, Muhammad, Surah 117, Ayah 782, and thou shalt not spiketh thy cortisol level. Making up Islam. Making up Islam as you go along.
Yeah.
Self-Muslim. He's going to talk about me, and he's going to try to assassinate my character more than he's ever said a word about Ramadan. Talk about immigrants slaughtering your daughter. Hasn't said one word about the holy month, the most important time for Muslims. And especially right now when there's literally a war on Muslims.
Oh, now this is funny because now that I have the time, the sequence in mind, this is before Andrew Tate posted his. So Sneako's calling him a bad Muslim, right? Sneako's calling him a bad Muslim and saying he's not even talking about Ramadan. He's not even saying, everyone, look at me. I'm fasting. I'm fasting. Oh, but don't also forget that I'm praying. I'm going to Times Square so everyone can see me pray. Everyone look at me. And Sneako's going, wow, what a bad Muslim. He's not doing all this stuff. And so that's what Andrew Tate was responding to. Sneako does his stuff on camera. I don't. But that's funny because it's like he's actually correct from a Christian perspective. I mean, Tate is correct on that issue from a Christian perspective. Jesus condemned doing your deeds of righteousness to be seen by others. And Sneako's sitting here telling me he's a bad Muslim. He's a bad Muslim because he's not, everyone, look at me. Look at me. It's Ramadan. I'm fasting. And Tate, hey, yeah, I do my religion stuff in private. And then I have, my public life on the internet. You're the reverse. You're sitting there doing drugs and banging dudes and stuff like that, or getting banged or whatever. And but then you want to be filmed when you're praying and fasting.
People in our government are saying Muslims don't even belong in our country. Congressman, and this is another Muslims.
Let me back that up.
People in our said a word about Ramadan. Talk about immigrants slaughtering your daughter. Hasn't said one word about the holy month, the most important time for Muslims. And especially right now when there's literally a war on Muslims.
There's a war on Muslims. How many terrorist attacks have there been today and in the past couple of days?
Yeah, exactly.
Like just in the U.S.? Just in the U.S.?
Sounds like the opposite. Not.
So there's a war. This is a war on Muslims. It's a war on Muslims.
Yeah. By the way, you know what Andrew Tate's referring to when he says they're going to slaughter your daughters? He's referring to that case in northern England in Southport where the guy he killed 3 girls, like young girls, at some like dance studio or something like that, and then he had like attempted murder on like 10 others. So he was saying that's when Andrew Tate was saying that like the immigrants are going to come and slaughter your daughters. He's in that context. He was talking about it. He wasn't. So there was actually a situation where a Muslim actually did slaughter daughters. Yeah.
People in our government are saying Muslims don't even belong in our country. Congressman, and this is nothing new. I have nothing to hide. I never committed a crime, so they want to go there, man. Then they're going to go there.
Taking ecstasy a crime? Isn't it a crime? Aren't those drugs illegal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Take these, take a couple super chats, and then we're going to check out Sneako's response after Andrew Tate exposed him. How do you think Muhammad Zupi upon him would react to Sneako and Tater and all this? Yeah, I think we addressed that. All this time, Sneako wanted to be... Oh, yeah, I read that too. Let's see. Sneako is the beardless youth. Yeah, where's your son of beard, Sneako? Where's Issa? Yeah, that's what everyone's wondering. D. Wood, your Dawah voice cracks me up. Solid work. Yeah. It evolved over the years.
And your Tate voice. Tate voice is hilarious, too.
They're both 100% homo hypocrites. That's a good description there. Anyone can learn about these things. We live in the age of the internet. We need to pray for these guys. They need deliverance. They definitely need some help. Sneako is clearly having a bad weeko. Absolutely. Looks like it's going to be getting worse. But better for people who like watching the Dawah Wars. Sneako should have 100% confirmed everything, doubled down, and then said the reason Tate knows is because Tate and him and the explicit man-on-man details and put the balls back in his court. That would have been funny. Yeah, he's saying I'm gay because he came on to me. That's what you do, man. I heard about Tate exposing Sneako as gay from Nooks. Not all of the other stuff Sneako's into. This stream took a weird turn. Yeah, it did. Yep. So, snaky, did you 1-8 corn? This gets better.
Did you I know corn is like you instead of the C, you put the P, but I don't know about the 1-8. Don't know that.
Tate should give Sneako... What the heck, man? David, have you not heard about Sunnah al-Cortisol? It includes the scientific miracle. It's the proof. That's a good point. Good point, everyone. Okay, let's check out Sneako's reaction after Tate posted all the info, and we've even seen some of the receipts. Let me find it here. All right, here we go.
So you're going to spend 5 minutes. What are you going to say? You're going to call me gay? That's what you got. That's the big reveal. Years of threatening to end my careers. You're going to call me gay? Bring up fake pictures and then leaked images that I sent a girl when I was 17 years old. You're going to tell your Clippers to post underage pictures of me? One, that's a crime. And two, half of those things are fake. Then people are going to say, oh, you did gay porn. I didn't do... Half of these are fake, and the other ones were sent and leaked. And people, they face consequences for that. Obviously, this is embarrassing. I don't want to keep talking about it. It's over 10 years ago. Not my best moment. Not proud of that. Yeah.
He sounds like he's saying the exact same things from the other video, man.
Yeah.
But it's a different outfit.
Yeah.
Did you just memorize a little response?
So maybe he's got like a scripter.
Let's see.
Did I think that girl was going to leak it? No. It is what it is. It happens. The difference is, if you're going to bring this up, Tate literally did porn. You know that, right?
Whoa! Okay. Yeah, okay, that's different. But it wasn't with guys. Was it with guys? What's he talking about?
Well, he was like the keyboard for the girls.
Yeah.
Remember? So
yeah,
I think that's what he's referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guys was but he also had the cam girls. Guys, did he like do videos with the cam girls or something like that?
I never heard about that.
I'm assuming Sneako's not talking about gay stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what people respond.
Did porn. He brags about it. He goes on the Full Send podcast, brags about typing on the... Bring this up. Tate...
Yeah, when he says he did porn, I don't know if he was means he was producing porn or something like that.
like the producer. Yeah.
Oh, people are saying no, Tate has vids. Some people are saying they both did it, and Tate did it with dudes.
Really?
But I don't know exactly who to take seriously here.
Okay. We have to ask Malik.
Yeah. Back up here.
Happens. The difference is, if you're going to bring this up, Tate literally did porn. You know that, right?
It says literally did, but again, that could be like produced or something.
He literally did porn. He brags about it. He goes on the Full Send podcast, brags about typing on the keyboard under the desk. This is what he did. Should he be, held accountable for this? No, he reverted, and we believe that past sins are forgiven. But this is the guy who's going to say that I'm gay, a guy who literally did
no accountability
porn and brags about it. I don't know if he's ever repented for that. It's fine. We're supposed to assume the best of our Muslim brother. It's Ramadan, you know? But this is the person accusing me of being
Oh, it's Ramadan, buddy. It's Ramadan. We got the Ramadan Dramathon.
obsessed and gay. The guy who said that, I'd rather sleep with Megan Fox with the dick than Hulk Hogan with a penis.
He did say that, guys. He asked his fans, would you, who would you be more, if you had to have sex, if you had to pick, what was it? A man who has transitioned to woman but is really, really hot, or a woman who looks like Hulk Hogan. So it's a guy who looks like Megan Fox, or a girl who looks like Hulk Hogan. And a bunch of his fans said the woman, no matter how awful she is, go with the woman. And he's saying no, and he condemns them. And he says, because she looks like a man. The man looks like a woman. So if you go with the woman who looks like a man, then you're actually going after someone who looks like a man and ignoring someone who looks like a woman. And so he says you're basically gay if you go after the woman who looks like Hulk Hogan and not the man who looks like Megan Fox.
They always come up with these weird scenarios.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's like even Muhammad Hijab, he's like, there's a 100-year-old woman and then there's a teenage girl. It's like there's no like third option. It's like you can. It's like
obsessed and gay. The guy who said that, I'd rather sleep with Megan Fox with the dick than Hulk Hogan with a penis. Are you mad because people are posting videos of you shooting a gun and they all call you zesty? What is this coke? That's what you got? That's how you're going to end my career? He's gay. That's it? I'm not a gossip girl, but I think my gaydar goes off for him. We're at war right now. We're at war, and this is what you talk about. Does anyone buy this? Does anyone find this? Like, what evidence do you have? What proof do you have?
Well, we got you on a lie detector, dude.
Text messages, leak it all, show it all. I don't have anything to hide. You've already tried to dox my family. You amplified it yourself.
I don't know what do you mean you have nothing to hide? Because Malik was exposing you for, three-ways or running trains and stuff like that? Yeah. Going on Dawah trips and doing this stuff?
Yeah,
I don't see you being open about this stuff,
Bosnia.
man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to hear about Colombia and Bosnia.
What happened?
Which goes far past the line, and something that I would never do, and I never advocate for, and I don't want. Obviously, that's understood that you leave those people out of it. But if I had anything to hide, it would. Bro, you think I care about this guy, the goy who has tech teams in Israel?
Whoa!
I have intelligence agencies after me. There's a coordinated attack. People are paying influencers to slander me. This is not like this. Who does anyone care?
He pulled a Candace Owens. People are paying influencers to slander me. So Andrew Tate got the big check. Hey, take out Sneako. Take out Sneako, and we'll give you your 7,000 shekels per post.
This is how much the fall off is. And this is hopefully the last time we have to address this. He's so desperate for at any glimpse of clout because he tried to get the Muslim out of side, and everybody sees that it's clearly not his priority. Last year, he was saying, they're coming to slaughter your daughter. And it turns out that that person with the knife attack was Christian born, and he was not even an immigrant. He was born in the UK. And then riots started afterwards.
He had an Al-Qaeda manual in his house.
He had an Al-Qaeda manual, obviously, definitely.
He was Christian born.
Christian born, great.
He aligned with Tommy Robinson, Tommy Rubenstein, Stephen Yaxley Lennon, who Jeffrey Epstein himself said was a cheap whore for England. Andrew Tate aligned with that guy. A literal.
They're both from Luton, man. You say what you want. Those Luton guys tend to roll together, man, for some reason. That's Candace Owens' husband. Well, I don't know if he was from there. He knew Tate when Tate was young and stuff. Anyway.
Of Islam. Everybody saw it, and everybody knows where you stand on that. Fine. Okay, you want to say past and forgiven, but you're aligning with the literal enemy of us. Then you try to get the white supremacists on your side. White supremacists are totally right. They don't respect you. They think you're a good little house slave speaking up for them. They don't like you. They don't want you. You think that they want a mulatto guy who claims to be, who says he's Muslim, speaking up for white people, saying slur? You think that they're going to like you because you say slurs? They think you're stupid. You turn yourself into a clown. What are you going to do now? Content? What are you going to do? Fight? Do a boxing match? Boxing with Chase DeMore? What else are you going to do? Politics? You get everything wrong. You say you don't read. How are you going to talk about geopolitics when you say that reading is gay? So where are you going to go from here? Petty drama? This is what you got? This is where your platform went to? Escaping the Matrix has went so low to calling me gay? That's what you're going to do?
Wow.
Powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. And so we'll take some super chats, and then we've got one more clip, and that's from it's Muslim Lantern's response. Muslim Lantern's response. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Uh-oh. What's up, Isa?
I'm chilling, brother. I'm here. How you doing?
Issa heard drama, and he's like, I can't stay away from drama.
Yeah, I'm a social worker. I can't help it.
Let's see. They are trying to mainstream Bakabazi. I want to see Al Zut with them both. Very weird. I am a Mormon ex-Muslim. There are many of us. Unfortunately, many in the Christian community don't want to hear from us. Would you be willing to open a dialogue? I don't know. It kind of depends on what you mean.
By the way, there are ex-Mormons who join all sorts of like cults and different things. Like no one's like, we're not like afraid to interact with just because you're ex-Muslim doesn't mean that like the next thing you join is like you left Islam, you found out that it's false. But if you become like a Jehovah's Witness or you become like one of these submitter guys or whatever else, it's like that doesn't mean anything. So it's like a lateral move. Like you're not going forward spiritually. You're just making like a left or a right or something. You're going sideways or backwards.
Andy Boy also said doing it with women is K. Not sure what you're referring to there. Shoestring mean, no comment there. Who has the bigger what the heck is wrong with people, man? Can't believe anything Sneako says after Nick exposed him. Also, where's AP? Yeah, that's what everyone's wondering. Where's AP? But yeah, Nick definitely exposed Sneako. There are no real Muslims. They are phony. What are you talking about? We got one right here. His name is Isa. Biggest threats to Mossad are fruity Muslim. Biggest threat to Mossad are fruity Muslim. Oh yeah. Man! All right, we ready for this last clip? I haven't watched. I didn't see the last one because again I thought it was the same clip as the other one. They were both right around the same. They were both a little over 3 minutes or something like that. So anyway, I thought these were the same. So that one I hadn't seen, and then this next one with Muslim Lantern I haven't seen.
Yeah. So I'll summarize Ali Dawah because Ali Dawah did a response as well, but he basically just plays the clips that we just played. He's about to play this clip from Muslim Lantern, and he basically just says like, "How could you call a Muslim brother gay? How could you accuse him of this?" That's basically all he says. But one thing that he did say though is that him and Muslim Lantern don't agree on everything. They don't get along on everything. But he thought that he was right about this. So whatever he's about to say, Ali Dawah was like, he might have a point here. So we'll see.
Let's see. Muslim Lantern, here we go.
For me, I'm not insulting him. I'm saying a fact. When I use that term, he was a coward, I know he was a coward. Why? Because he avoids confrontation with people who can put him in his place when he lies. He avoids confrontation with people. And I said he avoids confrontation. This is literally what I said about him. Because he was avoiding speaking to Muslims who will call him out on the lies that he was repeating. When I called him a coward, he 100% proved it when he did what he did with your family. And you know, I met your father, I met your family. They're very lovely people, very nice people. Man, they don't get involved.
Wait, did he go after his family somehow?
That's what they're saying. They're saying that Tate somehow, I'm not saying he did this, but they're saying that Tate doxed his mom or something like that. Like, I don't know the details on that.
I did see. I don't remember if that was from Tate or was that from Tate? It may have been, but yeah, someone posted. This is Sneako's mom training people on like mind control techniques or something like that. So yeah, that's interesting.
Is that a picture of Andrew Tate on the left? Like that?
Really they're covering the live. They're covering the live chat up there. Yeah.
That's a very deformed picture.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be making fun of it, but the original picture is no picnic either. That's just an exaggeration. But hey, wait a minute.
What?
Wasn't Muslim Lantern in the Malik leaks?
Yes.
That's
why there's no surprise that he's defending him. No surprise.
So Malik exposed Muslim Lantern as well for going on these Dawah trips and doing the things.
Bosnian hotels.
Yep.
With the Warner and Sneako.
Yep. Interesting.
This garbage and nonsense. What's the family got to do with anything? You are the coward, the biggest coward on earth, if you go and attack someone's mother. Not even a father. You're going and speaking about someone's mother.
Well, your buddy Malik went after my grandmother, in addition to all kinds of other people.
Yep.
Yeah, what's this? Well, you shocked me when you...
Yeah, and your wife is also a mother as well. So he went after mothers.
Imagine talking about masculinity and being a man and speaking about someone's mother or someone's family. It's insane, man. I swear to God, he is the biggest coward. And look, people have been seeing all of these clips of him walking like a duck when he's trying to shoot. And I really didn't understand, how does he post this clip online?
Oh, let's just say he said I'm gay and that I came on to him. And, no, he said that I wanted. He said that I was like trying to human traffic him. Like, yeah.
Brother, look.
Sneak diss.
Whoa.
He just threw a sneak diss in there about human trafficking.
Yeah, okay. You sit down on a keyboard, brother. Brother, you sat down on a keyboard because he's calling your past, and this is his past, which is public. Which obviously there's nothing gay in your past, anyways. But he called other things in your past, right?
How do you know that?
Yeah.
But what is his past like? He sat down on a keyboard. We have women that are displaying their body, and he tried to arouse men.
That's true.
He was writing sentences to get guys' private parts to stand up. You know, I'm trying to be very clear. I don't use vulgar language.
He was trying to get men's private parts to stand up.
Yeah.
He's correct. For anyone who doesn't know what he's talking about here, Andrew Tate and he was bragging about this, right? He's saying so he would have his webcam girls and they'd be talking to, they're talking to the camera, but they would be pretending to chat privately with the guys while they're on there, but they're just randomly like typing on a keyboard. Nothing's happening, right?
Yeah.
It's Andrew Tate and Tristan who are actually pretending to be the girl talking to the guy, right? What's that mean? That means that Andrew Tate, this top G, he's sitting there typing messages trying to get this dude off to send him more money, right?
Yeah.
And he's bragging about how good he is at this. So he's like, oh, yes, you're so, I love your balls, blah, blah, all the stuff that he's posting. He's sitting there typing messages this. Oh, all I do is think about you putting that inside me. So he's actually typing this, pretending to be a girl. So Andrew Tate is apparently really good and brags about it at arousing men, or in Muslim Lantern's words, getting men's private parts to stand up.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You communicated that so much better than he did. What he said made no sense. What you said made sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we've gone through these video clips of Andrew Tate saying this stuff that he was. You had all these guys sitting there whacking off, thinking they're talking to a cam girl. They're talking to Andrew Tate. So he's literally helping dudes get off, and he's calling Sneako gay. All right. So what I guess the best you can say is, okay, he's accusing Sneako of actually being attracted to men, whereas Andrew Tate is just really good at pretending to be a woman and arousing men.
Mm-hmm.
Vulgar language over here. So I'm gonna try to be as reserved as possible. May Allah keep us, honest in Ramadan. But the thing is this: look, he was doing this, sitting on a keyboard doing this. If you want to attack someone, I think that's for you, number one on the list is the thing you cannot use. You lost that card, this card of calling someone else gay. The minute you admitted that you're proud of this, here's the difference. There are things people attack you with your past when you clearly claimed you were young, you regretted this, it wasn't the right thing, you took it back. Him? What did he say?
And I don't want to bring this stuff
proud.
up because
They deserve it.
You're supposed to be forgiven of your sins.
I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. I'm not. No. There is a difference. I'll tell you something. When someone attacks another believer without right, you can stand with your Muslim brother.
Clip oddly ended right there, but
yeah, I noticed that Sneako's got like terrible clippers. Like they like always like they like cut it like mid sentence or something. But yeah, there you go. That's his hotel buddy from Bosnia.
He is a very poor communicator. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be insulting, but like the way he communicates things, you don't really understand what he's saying. It's not clear. And he speaks, he says a lot of things, and I'm not trying to be mean. Excuse me if I'm being mean, but he says a lot of things without saying much. Without saying much.
Talking loud ain't saying nothing. Mm-hmm. Now I see Lantern. I think you can make chaos on X. It's like two Spider-Men pointing at each other yelling, top fear, top fear. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hi, David. I once said that it was good. Young D. Wood was crazy. I just wanted to say that if young David's thought process wasn't insane but still criminal, there might be a few cold case murders in Virginia. Yeah, that's true. All right, so let's just check out. Now that we've seen the videos, we'll check out these tweets real quick. So that was the original 1,000 retweets. 1,000 retweets, and I'll finally explain why I had to stop talking to him. We read this. Sneako reveals everything Andrew Tate's threatening to expose him with, calls him out for doxing his family and speaking about him more than Ramadan despite claiming to be a Muslim, then proceeds to tell his own fans not to dox Tate. So we went through that. And here we have another Muslim reaction. Sabur Ahmed says, some thoughts on Sneako versus Tate. If Tate's claims were true, it doesn't make sense that he associated closely with Sneako for so long and only raised these issues after recent events. Clearly, he is a salty slanderer. Well, he could. I mean, he says he didn't want to expose Sneako for this stuff, but it's because Sneako's crossing some sort of line that now he's going to expose him, right? That's, as far as we can tell, that is consistent. That's what the Dawah guys all keep dirt on each other without exposing them. So look at, I mean, this is just stupid. It's more, if he really knew this stuff, then why wouldn't he expose him? Because that's what all these Dawah guys do. They keep dirt on each other to protect themselves. And as soon as you cross the line, then they use it, which is exactly what Tate is doing. So this fits perfectly so far. Secondly, Tate played a significant role in amplifying far-right pro-Zionist narratives targeting Muslims during summer riots, which shows he does not uphold Wallah wal Bara. That's that loving and hating for the sake of
disavowal.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Sneako is known to be practicing Islam and has personally interacted with many du'at, including myself and other well-known people in the community. In contrast, Tate has made statements that are kufr, and his sinful behavior and derogatory, stupid views on women and money are widely known. Therefore, Tate cannot be trusted, and Muslims should support Sneako over this idiotic man-child. So it looks like the Dawah guys, shockingly, are siding with Sneako, who goes with them on their Dawah trips and smashes hoes with them and so on. Their words, not mine. Then we had Dilly respond. So Dilly Hussein from 5 Pillars UK responds to Sabhor here. Andrew Tate is a fasik at best, an openly proud major sinner, or a munafiq, a non-Muslim pretending to be in order to harm Islam and Muslims at worst. I'm inclined towards the latter, and I say this while fasting. Allahu alam.
Whoa.
I see Myron Gaines as no different to Tate. Welcome to Ramadan 2026. One more. This is with the clip for Muslim Lantern. Muslim Lantern goes off on Andrew Tate for doxing Sneako, calling him gay, and accusing him of being a fake Muslim. He's a coward. He proved it when he did what he did with your family. He's the biggest coward on earth if you attack someone's mother. He sat down on a keyboard and tried to arouse men. He tried to get men's private parts to stand up. It's a very Jewish tactics. I'm not going to say he's a disbeliever. You see, he's copying the Jews.
My question is this what they say about the prophets? Is this what he thinks about, David, Solomon, Joshua, Aaron, Moses? Is this what he feels that they do? This is the funny thing. It's like these people think that these people aren't Jews. Like, who are Jews? These are Jewish people. Guess who else is a Jew? Jesus is a Jew too. So it's like, you remember in our debate, they were so obsessed, David, where they were like, it's a Jew. It's a Jew. I'm like, yeah, Jesus is a Jew. I kept saying that throughout the debate. I'm like, he's a Jew, right? I'm like, he's a Jew. And they're like, no, he was an Arab Muslim. He wore a kufi and he made salat 5 times a day and he fasted Ramadan.
All very good points. Oh, man. Let's see. All right. Well, that's pretty much everything wanted to cover. I'll take these last super chats and then close out here. We have, yay, Issa's here. The stream is better now. If we would have told our ancestors that the next crusade would be between Christians and a bunch of zesty mojo, they wouldn't believe us. Sneako admitted when he was younger, he thought he was gay, but Tate himself admitted to turning men on. Guess we know who's gayer. Someone needs to make a video called Sneako versus Tate, who's more gay? And then all that stuff can be brought in. And then you can have people vote. Oh, hang on. We could just do a poll, can't we? All right. We're going to have another poll here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, not in the Sneako or Andrew Tate sense. Oh, I have to close the other poll first. Let me screenshot this first. Hang on. It's not coming up. Oh, there we go. Only half was appearing. All right, so I'm going to end this. But 68% answered the question, who's the real Muslim, with neither ending that one. I'm starting a new one, ladies and gentlemen. Based on everything we know so far, who is more gay? Andrew Tate, Sneako. Based on everything we know so far, who is more gay, Andrew Tate or Sneako? And yeah, fortunately for all you Muslims who are watching, Issa's here for you guys, because I definitely would have put Muhammad on that list, but I won't. All right. Now we start.
But you know what's interesting, like something that's fascinating to me, is that they think that Christians will, like, they're on the bandwagon of hating Jews. That's not what Christians care about. They care about people believing in the Lord Jesus. That's the point, right? So you could be a person who practices Judaism, but if you believe in the Lord Jesus, that's the important point. It's not about what ritualistic thing you're doing if you're going into a church or a synagogue. That's the key point. And they think, oh, being Jewish is the key of why you would hate. Like, no, I'm like, Christians don't believe that. So it's so weird that they think, like, Junior was trying to thrust that on you. He was trying to thrust that position on you. He kept saying it. He's like, you hate Jews. And he's like, no, you just want people to believe in the Lord Jesus. That's the point. It's a very different position. So it's very bizarre that that's the argument that's being made when it's not even a valid argument, you know?
Guy was on Ryan Long's Boys Cast, sucked there too. Which guy? Sneako? Or Tate? Just for the laugh. And then we have Muslims snitching on Muslims, lies, hypocrisy, and dark sins. Also, Muslim snitches on D. Wood. Dios míos, he's really a secret Mexican. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, when all these guys are snitching on each other, it's, no, they're lying, they're all lying, they're all lying. And if they make up something about me, I mean, yeah, my real name is David Segara. They're like, this is the proof. He's a secret Mexican. Yeah. These guys are funny. Aren't they following the of Muhammad? You know? And you left out a word, but that could be lots of things. The pattern of Muhammad, the sunnah of Muhammad, all kinds of things. The example of Muhammad. All right, guys. So, interesting. The votes are actually pretty close, but Sneako definitely has an edge. He is at 56% right now. 56, going back and forth between 56 and 57. So people are kind of leaning a little more towards Sneako. And notice the question isn't which one is gay, it's who's more gay. So, like degrees here. People are saying Sneako is more gay than Muhammad. All right, guys. Well, pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Issa, you jumped in kind of late, but final thoughts on all this stuff? We know you're impressed by Muslim Lantern's communication ability.
Yeah, I think he's the greatest Dai. I think on my list, he's number one Dai. He's the best.
Better than Junior?
Oh, I think Junior has some work to catch up to. Muslim Lantern. I think of Green Lantern. That's what I was thinking. It's like that logo, the Muslim Lantern. Maybe Junior's top tier. Junior's kind of amazing. He's back on Twitter or X. He's the hero with his amazing posts. You have to read them. They like transform your heart. Every time you read one of Junior's posts, it's like you get elevated to a different maqam, a different spiritual station. So my final thoughts are, I think there's a lot of internal fighting within this particular community, and I think y'all are just happy and smiling from ear to ear because it's wild.
Do we look like people who are happy about all of this?
Oh, 100%. That's okay. 100%. You're smiling from ear to ear. I think it is definitely entertaining. These guys are entertaining, and it's like, it's so funny, like the fake piety, like the post that you read, so much fake piety was there. It's like, Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This is the holy month of Ramadan. We're supposed to be pure and good. Only the shaitan is locked away, so everything bad is us. But guess what? I have to write a whole treatise telling you about how horrible this guy is. This guy is so bad, but it's Ramadan and I'm fasting. Just like, wow, how passive aggressive is this? Whoever that guy was at the end, I'm like, this is the peak of passive aggressiveness. He's just like, I'm so holy and mighty, but we must go with Sneako over the Munafiq, over the Fasik, Mr. Andrew Tate. And I was like, I thought you're supposed to be defending the Muslim community. What is this? What's going on here? So that was hilarious to me. That post, I think, sealed the deal. All of the real false piety, the passive aggressiveness, that won. That gets the best of all of the night for me.
Nice.
Very powerful and based. Final thoughts, Jai?
Yeah, what a mess. Pray for these guys. Pray that they come to the Lord and they got. Oof. We all have messy lives and messy pasts, but man, these Dawah guys, pray for them, pray for their salvation, pray that they come to the Lord, and yeah, that's my final thoughts.
It is very interesting. It's Ramadan. It's Ramadan 2026, and we got. If you'd asked me a month ago, hey, what's going to happen during Ramadan? There are certain things are going to happen Ramadan. It's going to happen all of Ramadan. Look at me, I'm fasting. I'm shoveling food in my face all day. I'm fasting. Look at me, I'm praying. I'm praying in Times Square. Knew that sort of stuff was going to happen. Knew there'd be some terror attacks, and knew there'd be some sort of drama between the Dawah guys. But I wouldn't have picked Sneako versus Andrew Tate. I wouldn't have. That was not on my radar, but here we are. They always go above and beyond anything we could predict. They do everything we predict, but then they go beyond that with extra stuff. Interesting, always interesting. Last couple super chats here. They're all a little light in the loafers. Mm-hmm. They got a rise out of each other, No comment there. And Tate is more gay. He got beat up by pink gloves. Good. All right, I'm about to close the votes. And looks like Sneako won. So, Sneako, you got a lot of bragging rights. Got a lot of bragging rights, Sneako, that you won. You won the poll, Sneako. Hey, Sneako, you won the poll, man. That make you happy that you won the poll? Oh, boy. What is this, man? What is this religion here? We got one more question for Issa here, and then we're out. Issa, what do mainstream Muslims think if Issa being here with David Wood, do they hate you?
I don't think they care about me. They don't know me. I'm just kind of an invisible person. I'm not connected to these people, so I don't know. I've never met these people. I don't know them. I met Junior, but that's it. I met him at the last debate con, so he was cool actually. We hung out a little bit, so.
And we have, wait, didn't Muhammad wear woman's clothing? Maybe Andrew is doing what Muhammad did. Well, that definitely makes sense. They're all following the sunnah. They're all following the sunnah, ladies and gentlemen. All right, everyone. Gotta go ahead and cut out. I've got multiple terrorist attacks to look up and investigate and so on and decide what I want to make the video about. Probably definitely going to be making the one about the terror attack at my old school. So going to jump on that. Thanks for watching. And I'm sure, even though there's not much Ramadan left, I'm sure there's going to be more. I'm sure there's going to be more drama and more Dawah wars to watch. So keep our eyes out for that. Let's see. Muslim here, I think your psychological analysis of Muhammad Misyar Hijab Muhammad Hijab was insightful. I think you should do similar analyses into the toxic personalities of the modern Dawah scene. Yeah, it's just a situation where you've got a lot of Muslims panicking because Muslim youth are leaving Islam and so on. And what do? Well, people are just clinging to whatever narcissist steps forward and promises to be the next Dawah guy who's going to end the avalanche of apostasy. And they just keep falling for narcissists, and narcissists don't play well with each other. And so they want all the attention for themselves. But that's Muhammad Hijab, that's Ali Dawah, that's Sheikh Uthman, and so on. Every once in a while, you'll find like one or two of them who can work together for a little while. It just doesn't last, guys. So, yep. Inevitable that this explodes into more and more problems for them. All right, everyone.
Yeah.
Catch y'all later.
God bless.